know how much of the Defense Department is funded? Zero. Do you know how much the FBI is funded? Zero. The USDA? Zero. The EPA? Zero. None of it. There is no budget for any of it.
And that doesn't mean they are Ponzi schemes.
No.
They are not Ponzi schemes. We anticipate that Congress, at one point, the Republicans will get their act together and be able to pass a budget, or even just like say, we're just going to keep using the old budget from last year until we come up with a new one. Social Security is, in fact, the most funded liability that we have associated with our government whatsoever. As of March 17th, there are $0 budgeted for our defense. I mean, if everybody believed that that was the case, we were running around, oh my God, we're going to be attacked by Mexico is going to invade us. Canada, they've been setting the groundwork. They've been booing our anthem. They're signaling they're going to cross the border. I mean, no one's doing that because, of course, we know that Congress will budget it. Congress has the ability to raise taxes and lower taxes, and they could easily raise the tax on Social Security. It wouldn't affect anybody. Here's the thing. It wouldn't affect anybody making less than $176,000.
Yep.
Because you are already paying that tax. It would only affect people making more than $176,000. Maybe, based upon whose idea it has, it wouldn't affect anybody making less than $400,000. And they could just, tomorrow, we're just going to create that donut hole, or we're just going to blow out the cap, and then all of this is just nonsense, what he said.
Right, and then you could essentially not have to worry about any of that, but it's a part of mandatory spending. We already have the mechanism via the payroll tax to fund all of this. So unless he's saying that we're going to just completely obliterate the way we've been doing taxation under Social Security for almost 100 years, or I guess also Medicare is a part of it as well, right? Then that would be like the dire circumstances that he's described. But as long as we still have the payroll tax, it's going to be funded. You'll still get over 80% of your benefits. He's creating this kind of anxiety, and Republicans have always been doing this because they don't want to raise.
I have a pony commission and a commission for Greg in his new podcast. So I'll be working on both of those today. I'm doing pretty good. I've decided to stream this on simulcast, stream this to YouTube this time. So we'll see if that helps people get in here. Seven viewers, let's go. Does that combine YouTube and Twitch? I don't know. I'll keep an eye on the YouTube one just in case. You can't hear me. Oh, let me turn myself up then. Is that better? Can you hear me now? If I turn myself basically all the way up. Is that better? You can turn the music down also. No. Ooh. Creepy piano. All right, good. Audio is better. All right, let's get on this. Let's get on with it. Hello, BB8 J-Hope on YouTube. This is my first simulcast to YouTube and Twitch. I figured it'd be nice to try out both. Got a major cowlick there. Wow, thanks for following me for so long. It's good to have people who care about my work. It's also cool that I've had people discover me twice from like different projects that I've worked on, and that's always like super interesting, where people have discovered me through Monster Cat and through Ponies separately, and then they're like, oh my god, you're the same guy. It's always exciting to hear. I'll turn the music down in my ear a little bit. There we go. I was really excited to see that Flo won the Oscar last night. I was not expecting for the good ending. It's always just been the latest Disney slop and sometimes DreamWorks. Nice. I've been trying to make myself more available to the Anthro community. because I'd love to do some like anthro commissions and stuff like that. It's not something I'm super into, so I've been trying to find some stuff where there's like some common ground. So I've like been into this these fun dinosaurs that I've been doing lately. Those are a lot of fun. So I'm hoping, and then also I have a D&D character that's a tabaxi, a cat guy. So I've been drawing pictures of him. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, it's not like I haven't done anthro stuff before. That is technically what Monster Cat and Funky Panda is. It's just all anthro art. Yes, I do commissions. That's actually what this is. This is a commission. I've recently opened up myself to commissions. I have my rates posted on Blue Sky and Twitter and Instagram. How did you discover my stream, by the way? Was it through YouTube, or was it through Twitter? Okay. Twitter and Blue Sky. This character's cute. Got a little bow. Of course. You're always like the first one here. You're the OG Drawing with Troubles. I assume I'm the Troubles and you're the drawing. Props to you. Dedication. But yeah, if you are interested in a commission, please hit me up, because I've been laid off from my primary job and I'm trying to sustain myself on commissions, at least until I can get a new job. But I think I'm having enough fun with this that I will probably keep this up. I will at least on the weekends do some commissions, I think, because I think I owe it to people. Oops. Yeah. I was working a really great video, like animation and marketing job at a firm here locally. It was part of a co-op, and unfortunately there was just too many financial problems, and they had to downsize. And unfortunately I was the first to go. I'm still rooting for them to get their financial shit in order. But I am looking for a new job. This has been a rough year, I would say. It's been a rough year for a lot of people, but for me specifically, I've lost a lot of things in the last year. But I can sense that there's some great opportunity around the corner. And I think 2025, it's not starting strong, but I think it might end pretty strong. There's a local design job that I applied for that I'm really excited for. I hope I get. I haven't heard back yet, but I assume that means because I am still in the running, because they don't believe in ghosting people. So they say. But I choose to believe that. Your MLP collection? Like merchandise, or what do you mean by collection? What's your collection? Or do you have literal little ponies that you are collecting? And you have them sort of in some sort of shed? Do I need to report you to the feds? Although I don't think owning ponies is actually illegal. Yet. It's glitching? Oh, sorry, man. I was asking what your collection was. What is your collection of MLP stuff? The Brushables. I have a headless Pinkie Pie that someone traded at BabsCon. They traded for the last of a very special series of prints that I had. Oh, sorry. I've been neglecting the YouTube chat. Thank you. Thank you, Grimson Star. I wish Streamlabs would, like, combine them. That would be really nice. Gotta collect them all. Drawing with troubles. I messed up with this soup. Let me try again. So some pretty good soup. This is a psychedelic track. Yep, this character's name is Rural Soup. Rural Soup. Do they make soup? I don't know. Do they enjoy eating soup? I would assume so. But is that a talent on its own? Probably not. Oh, boo, get out of here. Spam bot. We don't take kindly to your kind around these parts. I would definitely consider soup making a talent. I just don't know if this character makes soup or just consumes a lot of soup. But again, I would question whether or not just eating soup is itself a talent. So I would assume making the soup is what's going on here. I mean, that would make sense. Although, probably not a royal taste tester, considering they are rural soup. Not royal soup, rural. What the? There we go. Perhaps they're not as immortal as they want us to believe. Perhaps they're lying to us. Alright, I think I got my line work. Let's get the character. So we have a gray coat. A conspiracy, indeed. And then a bluish purple mane. Let's make it a little bit more reddish. Oh, I forgot to switch this to RGB. There we go. That makes a big difference. I think we better stop our present path of inquiry, lest we incur the wrath of the gods. Questioning the mortality of the Alicorns is a step too far, some would say. All right, get back to work. Thanks for stopping by, though. I will surely be streaming eventually. Maybe not today, but eventually. And I'm looking at you, YouTube. I know you're there. Okay. I mean, this particular person just paid for a flat color, so I'm technically done. I'm going to add a little bit of frills, though. I do like a little bit of frills. This music is too somber. There we go. simple commission. I feel like I have more to do, but no. That's it. Pink it is. That's pretty fun. That seems nice. I like that. I'll keep that gradient. Okay, time to save it and be done. export. Save for web. Okay. Boom, that's done. I'm gonna send that off to the client. Change up this music, it's driving me crazy. Okay. Now for Greg's commission. Hello, if you're watching this on YouTube. I know you're there. I appreciate you. Knights. I need to see what a knight looks like. There we go. 1 second, just looking through my prompts real quick. He's not happy. Make sure I'm spelling properly. Yeah. I have a tendency to misspell things. Make it a longer knife.
No.
Okay, I think I have a couple concepts to show to Greg now. Let's see what they think of those. Hello, quick dudes. Welcome back to the chat. I'm working on some logo concepts for a podcast Greg wants to start. It's about... What is it about? It's about Westeros. It's about his game. What is that game called? I forgot what the game is called already. War Games, A Song of Fire and Ice. I think I like this first one the most. I think that works. That will probably work best from a balance point of view. We'll see. We'll see what they think. I just sent it to them to get some feedback. I'll work on this commission in the meantime. I'll grab some soda real quick. Hey, Finn Blam. Greg, I just saw your reply. If you want to sit in here, you can give me some live feedback. It'll be a little bit easier. A goofy look. I'm going to work off of this first one here because I think this is the strongest concept. Make some iterations off of this. Oh, you mean like hop in a call? Like Discord? Oh, I mean, sure, that'll work. If you want to like call me on Discord, I mean, obviously I'm streaming right now, so if you don't mind people hearing it, or I could go offline. It doesn't matter. Hello, Greg. Let's see. I'm not hearing you if you're talking. Let's see, where's my microphone coming from? Oh, is it because streamer mode is on? Maybe that was it. Can you talk now? Okay, I turned your audio over to speakers.
Still nothing?
There we go, now I can hear you. And you can hear me?
Okay, how about now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. I don't
Okay.
think stream can hear me.
Oh, okay. Stream.
I cannot hear you.
Okay, you cannot hear me. Hmm.
Yeah, I can hear you through stream, so I'm replying you to stream.
Oh.
There's like 5 or 20, 15, I don't
Okay.
know, 15.
There we go. There we go. That should work now.
Okay.
I think you can hear me through Discord now.
Yeah. I can-
Okay. We're good. Perfect.
Okay. Can stream hear me?
The stream should be able to hear you, yes.
Okay, alright. I was gonna joke, as you know, I am tremendously shy
Hmm.
for people on streams, but I suppose, you know, for their benefit, I can fight through the shyness.
Okay, that's good. I saw that you were streaming earlier today, so
Yeah.
I was like, I should start my stream at the same time and steal his audience. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, if you want. Like,
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, mostly just to keep me honest and make sure I'm doing something with that time.
Yeah, that
I
is.
don't tend to be.
That's the same kind of mindset I have with these things. It's just like otherwise, I'm like, I'm gonna get bored and do something else unless there's people watching me and telling me to continue to draw. So,
I mean, you tell yourself like, well, I'll make up the time later. You know,
nah.
and then you don't. Yeah. So it's better. I got a. So for Babs, you probably saw. I mentioned. I asked Ike. I was like, hey, could I run this Song of Ice and Fire but ponies thing? And he was like, yes, it sounds great. And now I'm on the schedule for it. So yeah,
That'll
I
be
was kind of
exciting.
like exploring the idea initially, but they just jumped on it, so it's happening now.
Yeah, it is now on the schedule. That's great. I might have to join you for that.
Oh, okay, it's a fun game.
Yeah, I mean, what else am I gonna do? It sounds fun.
Yeah. I've been working on getting all the characters nice and flavorful and everything. So like Celestia, for example, you can play with Celestia, and her ability is you don't put her on the board, Twilight takes another action.
Huh.
Yeah. So good old Celestia.
Good old Celestia.
Yeah, always there to make sure Twilight's there.
Okay. The tactical approach.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out where to keep the text on this thing. Like, do I want it below the guy? I don't like it overlapping over the thing. I kind of liked it where it was where the knife was the T. I could also do the center T.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Yeah,
The-
I like that where the knife is the T.
The center T or the first T?
Oh, center. I guess. I mean, I like it with the first T, but I think center T might be. It'll help compact everything down into like a nice little square.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm always struggling with is making sure that it stays compact because it's got to fit in a square real nice. Because this
This.
one concept.
I don't know how much money there is or is going to be as far as requesting new assets. Well,
Mhm.
we'll have to see. I guess that we are pooling, money together. I wasn't sure if that was like how it was going to work because what happened was Kurt, one of the guys. He's like a real big Ice and Fire player. He was one of the top player. He was like the top player in the Americas,
Mm-hmm.
like including Mexico and Canada, for a little while there. And as a result, I mean, like you play with him and guys who are on his level all the time. And our local game group is kind of like surprisingly, there's a lot of really good players for the game. And it's a surprisingly good game for competitive play. So, anyway, though, he's really into it, and he wanted to do, like, a podcast about it, because he's like, I know the game, I love the game, and everything. So he got a friend of his on board with him to do it. But then they had issues of, like, I don't know, like, his friend had never done anything like that before, and then there were, like, lots of technical issues, and his approach was like, I don't know, I don't care. He didn't like fix them or anything like that. And so like I had seen some of them and I was like, oh yeah, if you want to do this, like you can fix these audio problems this way and whatever. And this event's coming up called the Invitational, and it's like a big international thing. So like everybody who's any good at the game gets invited to this thing. It's 100 players, and it's players from like all over Europe. I think China was mentioned, America, everywhere. It's a really big deal. It's coming up, and he wanted to do something about it. But then his friend was kind of like, "Oh, I don't know. We'll see." The issues were pretty severe. Like at one point, when I was like, "Yeah, you ought to try this and you ought to do this," he sent me a reply. And it was basically like, I'm gonna kill my friend.
Oh,
And then he like quickly deleted it because he realized he shouldn't have said that. And so anyway, though, he contacted me like Thursday and was like, "Could you help me do a podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be cool." And I was talking about podcasting options, and I was like, "Oh, I got a buddy who does art assets and everything like that, so if you'd want to contact him, he's looking for work right now, and so I recommended you to him." And he was like, cool. And then when we got you, he was just like, "I'm fine with pricing if you guys are." Us guys being me and Wes was like the other guy involved in the thing. And I was like, us guys are like, I mean, it's your money, Kurt. What do you mean if us guys are like, I wasn't expecting it, but you can't, like, I talked you up and everything, and like I believe in your artwork, so it's hard to be like, I'm not gonna chip in $50. You're like, yeah, he's really good, totally worth it. Yeah, oh, no, I'm not gonna pay. Someone else will pay, but it is. So I was like, all right, yeah. Okay.
Well, I appreciate the vouching for me and chipping in.
Yeah. Kind of got blindsided on that one, but
Yeah, that sometimes that happens. I've had similar situations where just like going to lunch with someone or something. Like sometimes there is a miscommunication.
Yeah. So how are we splitting the bill?
Mhm.
What do you mean we? How
What do you
are
mean we?
splitting the
Yeah.
bill?
We,
Yeah,
there was once we were in a Brony convention in Houston, and Eric, my friend Eric who goes to this con sometimes, he invited a bunch of friends to go to a steakhouse, and like this one tag along just decided to come along because he was just sort of like vibing with the group, and everyone was like, sure, I guess you can come along to the steakhouse, we don't care. And then at the end of the night, he was surprised when Eric wasn't paying for everyone's steak. And I'm like, this is a steakhouse. It's very expensive. Everyone's going to be paying for their own food. What are you talking about?
Just like, oh god, I was so looking forward to free steak.
Yeah, that's why I came along. I'm like, well, bummer.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
That sounds like something you should have clarified, bud.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, I've been in situations like that, but I always figure, like, when in doubt, you just have to assume you're going to pay unless somebody offers.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I guess.
Okay. This kind of works here. The tactical. And then let's see if I can get maybe approach as, like, part of the table or something. Figure out the spacing of it first. I have to be super careful about my spelling. Yeah, I already misspelled. God damn it. I've noticed that my brain moves faster than my hand does, and I will oftentimes just skip over letters entirely. And then for some reason I don't notice it. I should probably get tested for dyslexia.
You know, a thing is only a disorder if it's making your life worse. You could just do. If it's fine and you don't care, just ignore it.
Yeah, that is sort of the way I have been dealing with it so far. My girlfriend does insist that I have dyslexia, which I'm like, all right, well, maybe I do. Stop making fun of me.
Possible. Well, I have a disability and you shouldn't make fun of it then.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Well then, okay then.
Stop bringing it up.
I want to make sure that's
Anyway,
still legible. He's sort of covering up the second P.
The big thing though about this agreeing to do or getting myself with this, like, yeah, I'll make it pony style and make this game pony style is I mean, I could just take pictures of the show, but that wouldn't be very, it just feels lazy, you know? So I gotta draw them all.
Oh, so that's what you're streaming right now, or binge streaming.
That's what I was streaming, yeah.
Mm.
It's me trying to draw ponies. It's been a long time, really, since drawing ponies anyway.
Yeah. For me, it's sort of like muscle memory. It just comes right back. I'm like, all right, I've drawn these characters a billion times. I just want to make sure that I put a little bit extra care into commissions so that they're extra nice.
It's hard to forget your pony ABCs.
Yep.
Yeah. Coming back to it, though, I was talking about how many things are nice about it, just from the perspective of, like, oh, I'm gonna make a good, affordable cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, oh, you get to Rarity, and it's like you realize that if you were gonna seriously shade her hair, it would take a ton of time and effort.
Yeah, her hair's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's why
So
I just
they don't.
cut corners.
Yeah, well, that's what they do too. Is they just have a gradient.
Yep. You can do that with with Flash pretty easily, thankfully.
So her hair is just a gradient. It's not a big deal. You have to worry about fading anything. I've been taking polls trying to figure out like what armies people want to play as. I was surprised the dragons did not really do that well in the polls.
Oh, like people wanted to play at Babs. They didn't want to play dragons.
Yeah, dragons really didn't get very many votes. What were big were the Lunar Republic, the Bat Ponies.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Of course, them and changelings.
Those are fun. People like those.
Yeah.
I've drawn enough OCs of them to know.
I mean, they're fun. I remember when we got banned from a Minecraft server because we were role playing as changelings.
Was it a non-pony server?
No, it was a pony server, and what happened was we were role playing as changelings, and so we found like there were some clearly they were young people because we could they were having drama, and we could read the drama. So we got into their house, and we were like, yes, much emotion here. We'll live here, feed on residual emotion. And so we started digging under the house to make it our secret changeling home. And we're pretty sure it was just fundamentally abandoned, but one of the mods noticed we were doing that, and so they arrested us and they put us in jail, and they were like, justify yourselves. And we were all role-playing. It was me and a bunch of other guys from the Dawn Summer server, and we were all changelings. Do not drop character. Kayfabe only. And so we were changeling do nothing. Changeling innocent of all crimes. And done nothing wrong and innocent. Please free changeling. And they're
hey, can you just speak normal, please?
And we were I'm speaking normal. M's most normal is pony ever. And yeah, they banned us. Because they didn't think it was funny as we did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Killjoys. I'm gonna adjust his arm a little bit because it was covering up the text. It's still kind of less stiff.
Oh, okay. I do like this him laying on top of approach. That's pretty good.
That way, if that way both of the words are a bit more tactical in there. Tactile, not tactical.
The tactile tactical.
Tactile tactical. Anyway, yeah, the Killjoys at the random server.
Yeah, honestly, you make a pony server and then what do? You ban ponies.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That was something too, is later on, I think I went online and I was I got banned from pony server, and then they were oh god, they realized that it was me that they banned, and they were oh gosh, you can come back, and I was no, I'm fine.
You've made your statement.
You live with this. You banned changeling. I sent them I drew a picture, and it was changeling will kill again, and it was a changeling standing triumphantly over a dead pony, and I was you shouldn't. I'm not going to change. If you bring me back, any problem you thought I was causing is going to be caused again.
But you're a celebrity, so it's okay.
It's funnier when I do it. It was, it wasn't for anyone really publicly. We weren't filming it or anything. It was just let's go on the pony server and be changelings.
Yeah. The joy of it. You could just kind of dick around.
Why else even have a pony server?
Yeah.
Why must I kill?
Are you streaming also?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
I'm just telling you. I'm just informing you of the narrating my artistic process. You have to take my word for it. She's very mournful, it's incredible. If you could see it, you'd be like, wow.
Wow.
Wow. This is a horse. This is a sad horse. This is not what she envisioned herself doing when she grew up.
Being a mom.
Killing it. Well, no. This is the context of a war.
Oh,
Killing
right.
Rainbow
I
Dash.
forgot. Yeah.
Killing Rainbow Dash. We all knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know it had to happen so soon.
Yeah. Okay. Do like a little drapery over here. Put some team colors on this drape. Right.
It's killing me though. I don't know if you remember the music for the shoot. What was it? The main 6 game. Magic.
Fighting is Magic. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember the musical score for that.
I do not.
Well, Twilight had a theme, and I downloaded it way back when. And for whatever reason, that it just has not really left my head. And I'm sitting here, it's like drawing Twilight for a game where she fights her friends to the death, and that song is stuck in my head. And it's all I can think.
All right. How's this as a lockup?
I think that looks good.
Okay. Then I can take this and start doing some cleaner, refined lines. I probably want to keep it a little bit grungy looking, kind of to fit with the vibe of it all. But still want to keep it nice and legible. I'm double checking all my text. It's right. All right. I'm going to make that nice and big and make that the main focus now. Contiguous. Should also make sure my lines are straight.
Oh, a new Common Side Effect show that came out recently.
Yeah, I've been watching that. That's been really good.
Oh yes, yeah. It only came out on, or they had an episode come out on YouTube, and that's the only one I've caught.
Yeah?
I guess it's been on
HBO Max.
HBO.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
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 That's
Probably
really
I both
solid.
Really like. Yeah, it is. We want to see more of it, but we don't want to pay for HBO Max.
That is fair. It will be. Who knows when they'll make it available? If they'll make it available. Maybe they'll put it on a DVD somewhere sometime.
See, this thing is, is that just a promo, the first episode that you get to see, or are they going to put more of it online?
I don't think they'll put more of it online. I think they want you to watch the show.
On HBO Max.
On HBO Max.
I want to pay for that.
But that's what the ad's for. They want you to pay for it. Thankfully, I'm sharing all of my streaming services with like family, so I pay for like Disney Plus, and then my brother has HBO Max, and my parents had Netflix, but their password sharing is cracked down, and I can't share from this far away, so I just don't have Netflix anymore.
Yeah, they recently started trying to prevent as much of that, which is too bad for everybody who enjoyed the sharing.
Although I think they have like you can pay to do like a family sharing thing.
Yeah.
If I wanted to be
But
anal
you're
about it,
right.
I could tell my parents to like, hey, if you're gonna use my Hulu and Disney Plus, then you better get the family sharing for Netflix. But Netflix just doesn't really have much on it anyway. So.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are you watching on Netflix? Because we have it or had it. We're about to not have it because we don't really care about anything on it.
Yeah, like there's I Think You Should Leave, which is one of my favorite sketch shows, but that's about it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen
So
I
I
think?
watched the second.
Have you seen I Think You Should Leave?
No, I think I've seen clips from it.
It's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but it's really manic. I really like it.
Yeah, no, the last thing I've watched on Netflix was the second season of Squid Game, which I didn't feel necessary to do.
No.
At all. Yeah.
Yeah. I had no desire to watch that since it was announced. I'm like, that seems like it was done.
I mean, it does feel like it's done. It doesn't have anything more to say in the second season than what it already said in the first season. So.
Yeah. And I think the creators explicitly said that too. We're like, we didn't have any plans to make a second season. We're done. We kind of said our thing.
It's like we're kind of finished.
Yep. But ironically enough, capitalism demands that the Squid Games continue, which is the ultimate lesson, if anything.
Yeah. If you succeed, capitalism will come for you. And force you to continue to make TV.
Yeah. Continue to make critiques of capitalism.
There was a Black Mirror where that was effectively the premise. There's like some guy who.
Yeah, that's one of my. I think that's the one where they're all like in the little individual rooms, and his critique of the unethicalness of the system became commodified, and he got his own TV show.
Yeah, and then he's like, I guess I'm okay with the system now.
Yeah.
It was working for him.
Which is sort of, yeah, that's sort of how that works. That's also like, I feel like that's the plot of a lot of episodes of Black Mirror. But I guess I can't think of more than that one, but I'm sure there's more. How old is your kiddo now?
Oh, he is 6.
6. Wow.
Yep. Time does fly. Yeah, but we're doing, you know, it's like school and everything these days.
Mm-hmm.
Just freed up a lot of my personal time, which is relieving in a lot of ways as a parent. It's like, you know, it's nice to have my wife was very broken up about the fact that he's getting older. But
Just means that eventually he'll be able to carry his own weight, and it'll be a load off.
soon he will be doing all the chores.
Aha.
His existence will be justified. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. The main thing with you know looking after a kid all day is that they're very demanding and they don't really have any perspective on like
What can be done feasibly?
what can be done and what should be done and
Mm-hmm.
should you be awake right now? I don't know. Like I still get every like we wake up and like if I don't the first thing I do isn't like get up and make him breakfast. It's like, Dad, you make me breakfast. And I mean I have to. It's like no one else can. It's not really his fault, but just you start every morning that way.
And he just expects it because it's been that way. And he's hungry, so.
Yeah, he's hungry. I know where all the food is. It's up. In fairness, it's up in the high place. I gotta go and reach it for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose I will miss it when one day he's able to just go take care of it himself.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be needed anymore. I think I kind of dread is having to chaperone him everywhere now, like be a taxi driver
When he's
as he gets older.
a little bit older, but not old enough to drive.
Yeah.
He's got
Should be a good choice.
He's got all of these. He's got a social life he's got to maintain.
Yeah, he's gotta hang out with his friends and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way for him to walk anywhere.
You live in one of those unwalkable suburbs.
I mean, yeah. I used to live near a place where it was possible to like walk to the grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really nice. Like you really don't appreciate how good that is until
It's
you.
so nice.
Yeah, but once you move away from it, though, it's just like, man.
Yeah. I've been living like pretty much in downtown Spokane for the last couple months, and it's so nice to just be able to get up and just walk to downtown and just go to a coffee shop or whatever, just on a whim. Just like I feel like walking around, and just being able to do that is so nice. But I cannot convince my girlfriend to value walking around the city as something valuable.
She'd rather be in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can you do?
I mean, I still got my. I'm still like cycling everywhere, so even if I live in the suburbs, I can always cycle around. As long as I can find a decent bike routes and some safe passageways. In the summer months, I still plan on continuing to commute to work on my bike. That's not quite stretched enough. There we go.
What about all these little things that they used to do in the background of the show? Like pony backgrounds.
Yeah, I do miss the aesthetic of like or the vibe of the first season and the earlier seasons, back before it got so self-aware and they were intentionally trying to hide things in the background for people. Like kind of knowing that it would become like a little nod.
It's for people.
Mm.
I wonder who those people were.
Yeah, who did that? Who ruined the show?
Who did that?
Who did-
made the staff be aware that there were adults?
Yeah.
We should have all vowed to keep it a secret. Be like,
Yeah.
the staff must never know what we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
It must not be fun for them.
Mm-hmm.
We should let them know as a treat when they're retired. Be like, did you know we had a huge fandom? We all thought you were really cool
Yeah, the whole time.
the whole time.
I completely forgot that Derpy was name dropped on the show, and then they took it out.
She wasn't Derpy anymore.
Yeah. What was the name they came up with? Was it like Ditzy or something?
It was like she was. Did they ever give her an official name?
I thought they changed it to like Ditzy or something. Ditzy Do or maybe I'm imagining that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Does anyone in the chat know?
I know that they used to advertise her as just like a muffin, and not like that was her name. Muffin.
Oh yeah,
But,
like yeah.
Yeah, just like I Heart Muffin, and you could
Yeah.
just buy that, and that was okay for them. They were okay
Yeah.
with that.
Muffins are fine.
Yeah, muffins are fine. Muffins are good. gonna have to pick him up here in about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Get him from school.
What grade is that? 6. Is that first grade?
That's kindergarten.
Kindergarten. Not in grades yet.
Not yet. So there's a unit card. There's
Oh, look
Twilight.
at that. I'll show the team, or show the chat. Ooh. Look at that. Yeah, that's definitely a look of what have I done? What have I become?
I do not take joy in my work. I must kill again. Today I must kill Pinky.
See
Or
there.
alternatively, so Pinky's actually an attachment that your opponent puts in your army. So
Mhm.
it's more likely that look could be, oh god, Pinky's on my team again. Pinky's not going to be in armor. She's not going to have this tragic look about her. It's just going to be her usual self. Party time!
Yay!
Pinky's here.
Oh boy, here I go killing again. Let's go.
Here I go.
Whee!
Get your stabbers. Yeah, it's kind of thrown me a little bit because I spent a while learning slightly better fundamentals about like the 3D shapes, and then you go back to Pony, and it's kind of like they violate the 3D shape rules.
Oftentimes, yeah. One fun thing that I did bring into my style is that I do try and treat them like proper 3D shapes when I can. Because I've definitely noticed some shortcuts that the show takes that I try to avoid also doing, because I feel like those shortcuts kind of violate the consistency of the anatomy. Just stuff like with the back feet, oftentimes.
Yeah, it's because of the rigging.
Yeah.
That they, yeah.
Okay.
What army you think you're gonna play when you give the game a shot?
I'm not familiar with with what the armors are.
Oh, the ponies, I mean.
Oh, okay. Like you just pick a pony and
Yeah,
then okay.
Well, yeah, you could just pick a pony. You could also pick a race.
A race. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing race war
It's-
here.
Yeah, it's unicorns, pegasi, earth ponies. Those are 3 factions, and then we've got 3 others. But I won't tell you which. What would be your choice if you didn't have to go for like a known
I mean,
canonical pony?
if I were going for just simply based on power, I would assume the unicorns would have probably the most advantage here because they can do magic, and I don't know, as long as it's not like hand-to-hand combat, well, hoof-to-hoof combat.
The unicorns are going to be the dickhole faction.
Yeah.
They're kind of the blue faction, so to speak, like blue and magic. They're the ones that are going to be throwing out. Like you try to play a card, you try to do something, and the unicorns are going to be like, no, you don't. No, you don't. For virtually everything. So they're not going to be as skilled at fighting, but they are going to be really good at messing everybody up.
I do feel like goodbye, quick dudes. Thanks for stopping by the chat. Yeah, Pegasus are fun. Being able to fly is always a fun little thing, fun little treat in these things. So maybe the Pegasus.
Yeah, they're going to be quick. They're going to be quick and glassy.
Yeah.
So Pegasi, they've got very little armor, but they can get into combat all in the first round if you want.
Yeah, I do enjoy that. Sort of a rogue kind of. I guess not. Well, it's rogue. What's the sneaky one? Rogue is, right?
Yeah, rogues are sneaky. Rogues are like they get sneak attack. They're a little weirder. In like 3.5, it used to be that they were the skills monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just like they had all the abilities. It was like, oh, we have to check this magic item and look for traps. Like, where's our rogue?
Mm-hmm.
But rogues were they got sneak attack, and that was really good. But that was like the only thing that they did in combat, and they could really only do it once. Because the enemy was no longer snuck up on once you hit him once. In 5th edition, though, they realized, like, well, everyone should be equally balanced for combat because everything in this game is kind of built around fighting monsters in dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
So now sneak attack is like, if someone is standing next to somebody,
Yeah.
you get sneak attack.
Also, I play a rogue on my Sunday games, and it's a lot of fun.
Like 5th edition or?
It's 5e, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, like I get multiple sneak attack because if I have an ally adjacent, but with my specific build, I pretty much can always get sneak attack because I can always hide. As a
Are you like a halfling?
I'm a lightfoot halfling, yeah. So
yeah, so you can always because you're like a smaller creature, you can hide behind like medium-sized creatures.
yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun being able to just pop out, do a massive amount of damage, and then hide. And
that one's really funny. That one's like, I shot you with the crossbow. They're like, oh, you got me, and then you hide, and they're like, where'd he go?
oh, where'd he go? Damn.
Oh no, I'm not prepared for another one of those.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I sure hope he yells surprise before he comes out and it doesn't startle me too much.
And then sometimes I have an ally adjacent who can cast Pass Without Trace, which means at minimum I roll a 34 stealth. I'm like, I am undetectable.
Yeah. 5e made it too easy. Like it used to be, you used to have to work. When I was a kid.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
When I was a boy. Yeah.
They would never tolerate that level of ease.
Would never tolerate it. Listen, you had to be happy that you were the only one that could activate the magic item, and everyone was coming to you.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
playing.
please, Mr.
I'm playing like a pirate captain, so it's always fun to be a pirate in the game. And we're playing a fun campaign where basically everything went wrong. Like everything that could go wrong or was supposed to go wrong did. So we're like in this post-apocalyptic world run by Vecna. And our task is to kill Vecna. It's quite a bit of fun.
I mean, everything going wrong would also include Vecna ascending to godhood, wouldn't it?
I mean, I don't know, but I think it was like all of the classic campaigns had the bad ending. I think that's the pitch for this world. And we are supposedly clones of our true selves because Vecna. I think the premise was Vecna requires. He benefits from death, but not from birth. So he is just sort of harvesting people. Somehow that works. I don't know how Vecna's plans work, but
It plans to be evil.
yeah. So he can create new life, but without people giving birth, which means he is empowered by death, but not by new life. I've been playing that campaign for a couple years now. And we're like level 13.
I think I've gotten that far in a game. I feel like level 9. Maybe it's not the highest level I've ever done, but it might be like the highest memorable level. Because after a certain level, you start to kind of just outstrip everything.
Yeah. I mean, we're up against some pretty nasty freaking bosses in this campaign, so it does actually seem to be scaled to our levels, which is.
I suppose if the GM knows what he's doing, he can turn up the heat a
Yeah,
little bit.
our DM for Sunday games is really good. He's been doing it for years. But yeah, we're basically we're traveling through domains of dread, trying to get body parts of Vecna to give us an advantage in a inevitable conflict with Vecna. And then eventually we're going to have to fight Vecna ourselves, and we'll see how that goes. All right. I have tactical and approach.
Hooray!
Draw my stabbed man. I don't know how detailed to get on the face. I think keeping it simpler is funnier. Just a frowny face.
I'm trying to think if anyone in Game of Thrones died in a way that could be described as funny. I don't think so. But I don't know. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
I watched. I was watching it back in, like, right as the last season was coming out. So I saw I saw the first season and most of the second season, and then everyone was like, "This show sucks now. It's terrible because the ending is bad." So then I'm like, "Okay, well, I kind of lost my steam." But I've been watching House of the Dragon, and I've been enjoying that. So I could probably get back into the original show if I picked it back up.
Is that also on HBO Max?
Yes.
Okay. See, I haven't seen it.
It's good.
I mean, the guys, I mean, they talk about it a little bit, but I haven't. I've heard it's good.
Mm-hmm. It does seem to be recapturing some of the magic of the original series.
There's no established. I don't think that there's anything like established story-wise that they have to follow. So I
No,
think that
it's really far in the past, so they have a lot of freedom.
Yeah, like I have the book that kind of goes into the past, but it's a little bit like reading the Silmarillion. It's not very fun because it's just kind of like a list of facts about the setting.
Yeah.
Here's my other cards that I got done today.
Let's look at them. Show the class. Celestia. Claiming zone of tactics. A unit containing Twilight Sparkle may perform one free maneuver.
Yeah, Starlight Glimmer counts as Twilight Sparkle, and I thought that would be funny. It's like Celestia can't really tell them apart. It's just that they. Just so long as one of these two does something.
I keep forgetting about Trixie. I forget that Trixie is a character.
Well, you won't forget about Trixie in this game.
No,
You
it
get the
seems
Herd card.
she's important, it seems.
Yeah, all that stuff she's got is it's based off of Tywin Lannister. He in the tabletop game, Tywin's thing is that he basically just blows up a unit entirely.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it'd be funny to give Trixie that because basically the way it works is that you select one unit, you utterly humiliate and destroy that unit, and then you leave. It's the only ability that she has. So it seemed like it would be very much in Trixie's spirit to just be like, that guy right there, everything about them is ruined. Goodbye. Yeah, I think her head might be a little therapy. I mean, they're all a little bit therapy, but...
Hey, the head looks good.
Yeah, Rarity, I was going for the kind of an overblown duck face, and then it sort of came out looking like I was trying to make it sincere. And
Yeah, it.
I could
You got to have the eyes I think a little bit wider for a an insincere duck face. Like more eyebrows up, like you have your eyebrows down. If you pop those eyebrows up, that would do it.
It's kind of the smoldering look
Mhm.
at the moment.
Doing a blue steel.
Yeah. Oh well, it's fine. I
It's
have to go
fine.
and redraw them. I'll never get done. Before. Yeah, but anyway, though, they need political units, and I asked the Discord. I was like, "Oh, what would you guys?" Well, first I asked some of the guys, and I was like, "Well, what would you want to play?" And they're like, "Bat Ponies, the Lunar Republic," and I was like, "Well, that's not really. There's like nobody in the show who would be like political characters in that." And they're like, "Oh, but everybody loves them." And then I like did a poll, and like Bat Ponies and the Lunar Republic won one of the entrants by like a mile.
Well, damn.
So it's just like, yeah. So it's like, okay, all right, we'll figure something out. So their politics, it's got to be Luna is one of the politicians, the Tantabus, and then Tiberius, which was her pet possum in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone's gonna know who Tiberius is,
Yeah.
but whatever.
I certainly don't.
Well, that's fine. Listen, she has a pet possum, and he's great.
That sounds great. That sounds like a fun pairing. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. For the card game, he eats your tactics deck. Just takes the top card, throws it away. Goodbye.
Nice. There's my guy.
There he is. Good and dead.
I'll do the chainmail later on a separate layer. Alright, let's figure out how he interacts with everything else.
I gotta run. Gotta go pick up Miles.
Alright, have a good one. Thanks for popping in and chatting.
Yep.
Talk to you later. Alright. Greg, everyone. First time he's ever popped in one of these art streams. Yeah. Paste special, paste in place. All right, I think I'm starting to get tired. I'm going to take a break. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was a pleasure. Happy to have Greg in here as well.